Hi there. I wanted to make a little demonstration video about a student project I was working on. I wrote a program called Envereo, which is also available in the download section on my website. Envereo is a viewer for 3D stereo environment maps. I think that probably sounds a little confusing for you, so let's just have a look at the program itself and see what it does. If you start it, you get this console interface as well as a render window, and it will ask you to open up a 3D environment. And let's just open one of the example environments, mountains. So let's just switch to 2D mode for the time being. Well, this is a pre-rendered 3D scene, and you can now freely adjust camera rotation as well as camera zoom. You have a 360-degree pre-rendered 3D scene. And, well, on top of that, you have the possibility to watch it in 3D stereo. There's you have different viewing modes, for example, the cross view mode or the anaglyph mode. There are a bunch of anaglyph modes. Can switch them by pressing A. And yeah, well, by pressing M you switch to the next render mode. There's also row interleave mode for some 3D monitors, 2D mode, single eye mode, yeah. That's about all of them. Well, there's one last mode, the OpenGL quad buffering mode, but I'm afraid I couldn't actually test it if it actually works, because I don't own a professional Quattro card and a 3D monitor. Well, I just assumed that it would work. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the other features of the program. You can use the middle mouse button to interactively change the parallax in real time. So maybe go to cross view mode. Okay. So there you see what's happening, or maybe even better in single eye mode. Okay, this is possible because this whole 3D stereo effect is achieved via post-processing. I have an additional depth environment map used for distorting the image to get this 3D stereo effect. So you're free to choose the parallax now. Well, this also comes with a little disadvantage. As you can see, you can't look behind objects. Well, there's just no image information about that. And then you get this artifacts here. Okay, and well, let's have a look at another example scene. There's distance test, for example. You can load a new scene by pressing L. I made this scene especially for testing the screen distance picking mode. So let's first talk about virtual screen distance. There is a distance in which things appear to be, well, at screen distance, and everything before that distance will appear before the screen, and everything behind that distance will appear to go into the depth of the screen. So, and as I said, there's a distance picking mode, and you can press P to activate it, and then press onto any object in the scene, and now this object will be at your virtual screen distance. It will also tell you the distance you just picked on the console. And all those numbers in that scene refer to a screen distance. So, and you can get a lot of more information by pressing I. It will not only tell you the screen distance, it will also tell you current render time and also where is it? Yeah, the maximum parallax, it's 44 pixel at one set unit and all that stuff. Okay, and you can also change the vertical screen distance by holding down both mouse buttons and just moving back and forth. Okay, well, let's have a look at some other example scenes. Let's load the cube scene. Okay, this is just another example. There isn't much to say about it. Okay, let's try something. Okay, here you can see a spot where you actually can see out of the cube, see to infinity. Let's pick this at screen distance. Go into single eye mode, and now you can see when you change the parallax now, and screen distance is at almost infinity, you're actually just moving to the left or to the right if you swap the eyes with S. And you can see things can actually overlay each other. Things can be in the foreground of another thing, like it is here on the wall. But on the other hand, there's the problem, as I said, you can't just look behind objects. There's no image information about that. Okay, and there is one last scene. It is the portal scene from one of my small animations. I just thought it would be cool to have this scene as a 3D stereo environment, to look through the portal in 3D stereo and to be able to look around freely. Okay, yeah, well, that's it. I've told you all about the features, well, the important features at least. You can also make your own environments. If you press L, you can type in the file path for your own environment. How to make own environments is described in the README file. Well, that's it. Let's quit. Have fun playing around. Download it if you want. It also comes with the source code, but I'm afraid with no documentation. Okay, that's it. Have fun. Goodbye.